Einar, Tangen, do you want to respond to that, sir?
Yeah, at a time when the U.S. is experiencing huge inflation, what is this doing for the people of the United States? Why is she there? Why was this important? Why did she know that when she went there that she was provoking China? Did she go there? And this idea, I'm sorry, I guess my colleague is not a lawyer. She doesn't understand how these things work. But with the legal document, communique, once you've agreed to it and you've put your solemn word on it, it's not subject to interpretation just because your time changes. It is either in effect or it is not in effect. If you want to be honest, you can say, look, we abrogate it.
Lawyers, you say, would be firing missiles the way China is firing missiles. Lawyers would send in fighter jets the way China is sending in fighter jets. I'm just trying to understand because...
Okay, yeah, I know. You don't understand because you fail to go back to the time. The U.S., there was never a ceasefire between mainland China and the Taiwan. It was the U.S. 7th Fleet that intervened and prevented the Chinese mainland from taking back the country from Chiang Kai-shek. I mean, that part of the country from Chiang Kai-shek. That was foreign interference. You should have some appreciation of how colonial powers have been.
Or is that what is required even today?
China does not need to have. You have to understand
lanes
something
of communication
very
need to be kept open, Sana Hashmi. The U.S. 7th Fleet, the Pacific Fleet, is Taiwan expecting a bigger role? How long can Taiwan, take on this blockade? It's impacting Taiwan, it's impacting Japan, it's impacting South Korea, it's impacting trade. But what are Taiwan's red lines? Or are they being reworked?
Now the approach is to just wait and watch, and we have to see if China continues the military intimidation post Sunday. But of course, military intimidation would be there in terms of encroachment, in terms of what we are seeing right now. But I think it would be a mix of military plus diplomatic and also verbal bricksmanship. And I don't think Taiwan is looking for escalation, but what we are seeing that, of course, G7 statement, but we're also seeing strong responses from US, Japan, and South Korea. They are planning to resume the trilateral military exercise. So I think it's hard for China as well. Is China really trying to form two groups with the Indo-Pacific countries on one hand and China, Russia, North Korea on another hand? So I think I strongly believe that it's actually retaliation to what has been happening since the emergence of the Indo-Pacific construct. So it's just not about Taiwan, it's just not about Taiwan's increasing profile at the international stage. There is a larger perspective that we have to understand here.